Hey folks, welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new here. Have you seen what has been going on in the last 48 hours in the Trump administration? Yesterday we learned year over year, inflation dropped to 2.8%, and monthly inflation for February was virtually non-existent at 0.2%. This was on top of egg prices dropping below the price they were when Trump took office and gas prices continued downward for a third straight week. All great news for Americans. Now today, fresh on the heels of those success stories, we have two more stories of winning for the Trump administration. First, it is being reported by CBS News that the Democrats have changed their minds on voting to shut down the U.S. federal government on Friday. That's right, it looks like the Democrats are trying to save face and don't want another government shutdown on their shoulders. Chuck Schumer and Senate Democrats are putting together a plan to allow the GOP funding bill that passed the House on Tuesday to pass the Senate, funding the government for 6 more months. The Democrats are trying to create a stopgap and prevent further losses from piling up at their feet. And with a record low approval rating of only 21% among voters, who can blame them? But that's not the only good news for Americans. Here's the second part of the story. Russian President Vladimir Putin has accepted a U.S. proposed 30-day ceasefire plan for the war in Ukraine. Now, this move comes as quite a surprise. Just recently, Putin's top negotiator Yuri Ushakov had flat-out rejected the plan. He stated that Russia wasn't interested in a temporary truce, but rather a long-term settlement that addressed Moscow's interests. So why the sudden change of heart? Putin emphasized that the ceasefire should lead to long-term peace, and this is what President Trump is working and negotiating towards. This acceptance of the ceasefire could be a significant step towards peace in the region and keep Trump on track for fulfilling another campaign promise. Add this to the other accomplishments like securing the southern border, unleashing American energy, and cutting government waste, fraud, and abuse in the government. And you can see why Americans voted overwhelmingly for President Trump. They voted for all of this to occur. So what do you think? Are you happy with the results the Trump administration has produced in the first 53 days? Leave your comments below. Remember folks, stay informed and always question the narrative. Thank you for watching 2 Minute News, your source for real, fast news.